Welcome to the Near Still Waters podcast, where we journey together towards clarity and calm in the midst of life's storms. Hi, I'm your host, Susie Lubbers, a wife, a life coach, and a mama to 7 amazing grown children. Having homeschooled all of my children, including my special needs child, I've navigated the challenges of raising them and experienced the bittersweet moments of letting go. This journey has not been about teaching academics, but also about discovering how to find peace and purpose through every season of life. You can learn more about me and my mission at nearstillwaters.ca. In this space, we're dedicated to empowering moms. Whether you're in the trenches of homeschooling, navigating special needs parenting, seeking to rediscover your own passions after years of putting others first, you're not alone. Together, we'll explore strategies to bring clarity into the chaos of motherhood and uncover ways to cultivate calm within ourselves, even while accomplishing the hard things. Each episode will share stories, practical tips, inspirational guidance to help you embrace your journey with grace, resilience, and faith. So grab a cup of coffee, take a deep breath, and let's step into a space of learning and growth. Welcome to the Near Still Waters podcast, where your journey to clarity and peace begins. Hello, beautiful mamas. I'm glad to be here again, and I'm glad to be with you. Today, we're going to discuss time management hacks for the homeschool mom and who can't use some time management instructions and ideas. So, as a homeschool mom, your to-do list never seems to end. Between lesson planning, managing household chores, and nurturing your children, finding time for yourself can feel impossible. But what if I told you that with a few simple time management hacks, you can reclaim your day and find the balance in your chaos? Navigating the demands of homeschooling alongside household responsibilities can be totally overwhelming. But with practical time management strategies, homeschool moms can create a balanced and productive routine that reduces stress and fosters a more joyful learning environment. How do we understand the challenges of being a homeschool mom and balancing everything? Over time, like all grown-ups with busy schedules, homeschooling parents discover that time management is very important to our success. But what keeps us from successfully managing our time? Here are some of the challenges that particular to us homeschoolers. Let's explore them and discuss them in the hopes of minimizing them and their impact on our routines and our to-do list. So one distraction could be everyday distractions. It could be hungry or quarreling children, or a siren call of technology keeping us from making progress. And then there's the check you need to write, or the bill you need to pay, and the prescriptions you need to pick up. In short, the distractions are never ceasing. To keep everyday distractions minimal, carefully allot time to your priority to do items. Use a calendar, either electronically or on paper, and tinker with the organization systems until you find one that you like and that works for you. Just make sure it works for you, because what works for you may not work for someone else. You have a different organization need than anyone else. So make sure that that organization system works for you. Be aware that unexpected things will happen. What if you're in the middle of homeschooling and one of your children becomes fascinated with what the hummingbird is doing at your feeder, or the way the prisms of light hits the kitchen? You really need to finish up your seat work and get on with your day. However, her questions are good, and as a homeschool mom, you feel that you have a need to discuss that with her and to answer her questions and spend a bit of time on that topic. But if you do, you'll mess up your schedule and you'll be off for the rest of the day. So you feel like you're in a bit of a bind. So you feel like you can't stop to talk, or your day will be out of control and you'll lose your momentum. As homeschooled moms, these are the distractions that we'd like to have with our kids after all. That's why we're homeschooling, so they can learn at a different pace in a more individualized manner. So make sure that you allow open spaces for these opportunities that pop up that need to be resolved. Often, as homeschool moms, we seem to glorify busy, which we think proves our dedication to our children's education. However, sometimes busy can be counterproductive. Remember that good homeschool time management is about guiding you and your family through the days, not cracking a whip in service to a schedule until you feel frazzled. And nobody is off the hook for having these types of moments in their homeschool day. Although many desire a more flowing style, naturally teaching as things happen. Sooner or later, however, families encounter real crises that can throw even long term unschoolers for a loop and disrupt their family rhythms. So be aware that these will happen and that you will need to find a solution to them. Good time management is your enthusiasm for a system that you develop and implement. One cannot continue to pour energy out endlessly either. Once you're zapped, odds are that you will loosen the reins of schoolwork, childcare, or any other responsibilities that you may have. If you want to minimize energy drain on your body and your brain, you have to recharge. This recharge may happen through prayer, meditation, walking, napping, or any other unique combination of mind, body, soul techniques that you think you will need. Good nutrition is important too. I can't stress enough that regular self care is essential to effective time management. Make a point to schedule things that recharge you in your day, even if it's only for 15 minutes or a half an hour at a time. Balancing the responsibilities of homeschooling while managing a household can feel like an impossible juggling act. The constant demands of your time, teaching your children, preparing meals, maintaining a clean home, and perhaps even working can leave you feel stretched, thin, and overwhelmed. Without a clear plan, it's easy to fall into a cycle of stress and burnout, where the joy of homeschooling gets overshadowed by the pressure to do it all. However, by implementing a few effective time management strategies, you can regain control of your day, ensuring that both your family's educational needs and your own well being are being met. These hacks not only streamline your daily routine, but they also create space for more meaningful moments with your kids, transforming the homeschooling experience from chaotic to calm. One of the challenges many homeschool moms face is finding a right balance between structure and flexibility. While the freedom to set your own pace is one of the benefits of homeschooling, it can also lead to overwhelming procrastination if not managed carefully. On the other hand, an overly schedulized day can bring discouragement. If you find yourself falling short of the goals you've set, the key is to create a flexible schedule that allows room for spontaneity and adjustment, yet provides enough structure to keep everyone on track. By tweaking and refining your routine to fit into your daily's unique needs, you can develop a rhythm that not only fosters productivity, but also reduces stress, making homeschooling a more enjoyable experience for everyone involved. Interruptions and distractions are an inevitable part of the homeschool day, often making it difficult to maintain focus and momentum. Whether it's the knock on the door, a ringing phone, or the sudden needs of the younger children, these disruptions can quickly derail your plans. Household chores calling your name, the allure of social media, or even unexpected visitors can pull you away from your teaching, leaving you feeling scattered and unproductive. Additionally, dealing with sibling squabbles or attending to pets can further fragment your time and attention. These constant interruptions not only disrupt the flow of learning, but also contribute to a sense of frustration and overwhelm. Finding these ways to minimize these distractions and create a more focused learning environment is essential for maintaining a productive and peaceful homeschool day. Poor time management is one of the leading causes of burnout and stress among homeschool moms. When they lack structure or when there is a constant race against the clock, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of responsibilities. The pressure to meet educational goals, keep up the household chores, and even possibly manage work can leave little room for rest and care for yourself during this time. This relentless pace can drain your energy and your enthusiasm, leading to burnout, a state which even the simplest task can feel insurmountable. Without intentional time management, the joy of homeschooling can be overshadowed by exhaustion and frustration, making it difficult to sustain the necessary motivation and focus. Addressing time management issues early on is crucial to prevent burnout and create a sustainable, fulfilling homeschool experience for both you and your kids. While there is no possible way to add more hours to your day, the good news is that you can always make more use of the 24 hours you already have. But how do you do so and how do you start? Allow me to introduce to you some insanely effective tricks to give you a better managed and more productive day that you can quickly adopt as a homeschool mom. So, what is to break tasks into smaller segments? There is a technique called the Pomodoro technique. The purpose of this technique is to take more tasks, more doable, by breaking them down into smaller timed segments and giving you breaks in between. It also allows you to be more focused and leaves less room for distractions or getting bored. To use the Pomodoro technique, set a timer for 25 minutes. Once the 25 minutes are up, step away from the task and take a 15-minute break to regain your energy and refocus again before starting on the next 25-minute session. Use this process until your task is complete. Establish your own time schedule. This tip can be especially useful for homeschool moms. It's easy for friends and family to forget that you have just as many responsibilities as any other woman who's maybe even working outside their home, which means that you're likely to get a text or a call or try to get a hold of you at any given time of the day. While it's probably an honest mistake in most cases, it can be detrimental to your productivity and take big chunks out of your time. To prevent this from happening, set your own hours, whether it's from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock or 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Don't take calls that are not necessary and dedicate your time to whatever you wanted to get done. Set your phone on Do Not Disturb or silent. Close your door, and if necessary, tell your friends and family that if they try to reach out to you during these hours, they'll have to leave a message or a voicemail to save it for later. Another option is to get them to text, and you can decide whether you want to answer it or leave it till later. Get to bed on time. You've heard of the saying by Ben Franklin, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. It's important for you, the homeschool mom, to put that proverb to test. Also concerning overthinking and mulling over the day when you do go to bed. There have been studies that have been published that reveal that repetitive negative thoughts directly are related to the amount of sleep you get. And if you're between 18 and 65, you need to get at least 7 hours of sleep. And I know that I need more than 7, and you may too. Not only does getting enough sleep benefit your health and prevent you from feeling tired all the time, but waking up early also means that you can get ahead of the game if possible. For homeschooling moms, this can be a big challenge because often we have little ones getting up through the night and disturbing our sleep. Newborns can create havoc in our sleep. As much as we love them, we need to realize that we need to evaluate our sleep patterns and our downtime during those days and moments where we find sleep difficult to get. It may mean getting to bed earlier, getting up a bit later, or having someone come in and take the kids for an hour in the afternoon so we can get a nap in. But sleeping is important, very important for the homeschool mom. Learn to say no. Although it might be hard, it's time to start saying no to some of the things, or maybe to a lot of the things you're doing. Perhaps the reason you don't have enough time is because you're giving it all away. It could be a neighbor asking for a favor, friends inviting you to get together, or any other things that a homeschool mom may have to do on a day-to-day basis. Saying no to outside things of your daily duties doesn't make you a selfish person. Instead, it makes you a more self-aware and able to provide the needs for your family and yourself in a much better and effective manner. Make sure you take breaks. In order to function as a healthy, effective human being, you need downtime and rest. Yes, that means kick back and do something you enjoy every once in a while, even if your to-do list is not complete. If you're feeling low in energy, tired, or distracted, taking a break is the best thing you can do to get yourself back up and to doing your tasks. It's better for you to get your work done when you're energized than it is to push through and to produce something of low quality.
Are you navigating the rewarding but challenging journey of homeschooling? Do you sometimes wish for guidance tailored just for you and your family's unique needs? Hi, I'm Susie Lovers, Christian homeschool life coach, and I'm here to help you find clarity and peace in your homeschooling adventure. Join me on my podcast, Near Still Waters, where we explore the joys and hurdles of homeschooling with faith and love at the center. And here's something special just for you. I am offering a free one-on-one coaching session to help personalize your homeschooling experience, ensuring that it aligns with your family's values and goals. Whether you're looking for fresh teaching strategies, need help balancing your day, or want to deepen your self-awareness techniques, I'm here to support you. This is more than just advice. It's about building a community and growing together in faith and knowledge. Spaces are very limited, so don't wait. Visit nearstillwaters.ca or click the link in the episode description to schedule your free session today. Also, I'm offering a $27 course on children's different learning needs. So there's different ways that your children learn, and it's very important for you as a parent to discover what that is. I've created a course with a beautiful, full-fledged e-booklet to go with the course. It's just a mini course. It won't take long to get through, but the knowledge is abundant. Go to nearstillwaters.ca, click on the Unleashing Potential, find Nurturing Your Child's Learning Style. You will be able to download for $27 this small mini course, along with a beautiful workbook that you'll be able to go back to again and again, and you will be able to help your child in a way more effective way as a homeschool parent. This is a must-have for every homeschool parent, all at the low cost of $27. Get your copy today.
Give yourself an active to-do deadline. This may seem counterintuitive since many of the other tips I've been given are supposed to alleviate stress. To work more efficiently, however, you need to make a list of to-do things by the end of the day, maybe. You tend to do much more in the time you have and actually get them done. Try saying, I want to get these done by 6 o'clock tonight, and if I get them done, I get the night off. This can be a great motivator to get things done, even when you feel like you're too busy to get it all done. You know that once the tasks are done, you're going to get a break for the evening. So maybe you have children that need to go to bed at 8 o'clock. So your goal will be to have everything done by 8. So you can have from 8 to 10 to do the things for yourself that you like to do. The very key of this to-do list with a deadline is to give yourself motivation to get your work done. Let others manage responsibilities of their own. As a mom, it's easy to do things for the children that they can honestly do for themselves. If you have infants and toddlers, there's obviously not much they cannot manage on their own. But kids from the ages of 6 to teens are more capable than you think. And it's causing you distractions and unnecessary time to do everything for them. For example, your children can reasonably make their own lunch, get their own school books ready, clean their own room, and get their own snacks. Not only that, they can help you pick up things and organize when things need to be done. Set alarms for them and get their chores done, and make a list of chores you expect them to do. Your husband may be able to help you too, depending on his work schedule. Can he make a meal in the evening? Or can he help you fold laundry? Ask him to clean up after himself. These small things can help you a lot during the day. It's important to be present. It's very easy to get caught up in the thinking about the future, whether it will be what will be happening in an hour from now, or tomorrow, or even in 10 years. So instead of getting anxious about the problems to come, take a few moments to be present and mindful of the task now. Fear the future only gets nothing done. But it can also be paralyzing to the point where you don't know where to start. In the end, you will get nothing done of your to-do list. While you're being present, tell yourself that you have the time, even if it feels like you don't have it. Because even if we had 24 more hours in a day, there still wouldn't be enough time if you don't believe you have enough. Build habits. Building a new habit requires consistency, but sometimes staying consistent is very hard. Other times, you may just forget to do tasks. This is where it's important to have visible habit cues. A visible habit cue is something that is set up to remind you at a specific time throughout the day to continue pursuing your habits or achieving your goals. For example, If you have to do some cleaning or organizing, set up a timer for when you want to achieve that organizing and cleaning so it can remind you when to start the chore. And while you're at it, set an ending timer so that when your time is up for that particular chore, you can carry on with the rest of your day. Timers and alarms are absolute lifesavers, and they aren't just meant for waking up in the morning. Set individual timers or alarms for breaks, tasks, and reminders. If you're working on a task, set a timer for the amount of time you want to spend on it before taking a break. This is extremely useful because, like setting a deadline for a to do list, you're essentially setting up a super close deadline for an individual task. While taking breaks in between your tasks is necessary, it's easy to get distracted or lazy and not return to your task. For this reason, set a timer for however long you want to take your break. It can be 10 or 30 minutes, whatever you want. It can even be an hour or 2 hours. You fill in the blank. But once that timer goes off, it's time for you to move on to the next task and repeat the process. Not only do I love timers for breaks and tasks, but also for reminding me to get the small things done that I easily forget while getting caught up. Feeling overwhelmed as a homeschool mom is quite frankly part of life and quite normal. It sometimes can feel like we're struggling all on our own, but we're not. Remember, everyone is struggling somehow. Finding techniques that work for you will help you get through the best you possibly can. So, create a daily routine. Creating a daily routine is one of the most effective ways to bring structure and balance to your homeschool day. A well thought out routine provides a clear framework for when and how tasks should be accomplished, helping both you and your children know what to expect and when. Start by outlining the key components of your day, such as a wake up time, meal breaks, and focused learning periods and free time. It's important to include a mix of activities that cater to both academic needs and personal well being, ensuring there is time for both work and rest. While it's essential to stick to this routine as much as possible, remember that it's not set in stone. Adjustments can and should be made when life becomes unpredictable. Begin your routine by a calming morning ritual that sets a positive tone for the day. This could be a few minutes of quiet reflection, a family devotional, or simply enjoying breakfast together. Starting a day with intention helps everyone transition smoothly into day's activities, fostering a sense of calm and readiness. Prioritize your tasks. It's crucial for managing your time effectively and reducing the overwhelm that can come with homeschooling. Start by identifying the most urgent tasks that need to be done and completed each day. These are non negotiables, the things that must be done to keep our household and our homeschool running smoothly. Once you've identified these, create a top 3 daily list, focusing on the 3 most critical tasks that will have the greatest impact on your day. By tackling these high priority items first, you'll ensure that the most important responsibilities are taken care of, freeing up mental space and reducing the stress of unfinished tasks hanging over your head. This approach helps you stay focused, avoid distractions, and make meaningful progress every day. Also, batching similar tasks is a time management strategy that can significantly increase your efficiency and reduce the mental load of constantly switching between different activities. By grouping similar tasks together, you minimize the transition time and maintain a steady workflow. For example, you could dedicate a specific time block each week for meal planning and grocery shopping instead of spreading these tasks out over several days. Similarly, set aside a chunk of time to plan to prepare your homeschool lessons for the week rather than doing it daily. You can also batch household chores like laundry and cleaning to be done in one go rather than intermittently throughout the day. This method not only streamlines your routine, but it also helps you stay focused, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. Using time blocks is an effective way to organize your day to ensure that each task gets the attention it needs without overwhelming yourself. Time blocking involves dividing your day into specific chunks of time dedicated to different activities such as homeschooling, household chores, meal prep, and personal time. Each block is reserved exclusively for its designated activity, which helps you maintain focus and prevent tasks from bleeding into one another. For example, you may set aside 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for homeschooling, followed by a 30-minute block for mid morning snack or break. Next, you could time block some household chores, such as laundry, cleaning, followed by lunch break. After lunch, you could block more time for homeschooling, a creative activity, outdoor play, and then finish the day with personal time for yourself. So here's a tip. When using time blocks, be realistic about how long each task will take and include buffer periods to accommodate any unexpected interruptions or transitions between activities. This ensures that your schedule remains flexible and that you don't feel rushed, helping you stay on track without stress. So I'm going to give you 10 practical tips quickly for daily success. So, one, start with a morning routine. Begin your day with a consistent morning routine that sets a positive tone. Include activities like a quiet time, exercise, or a family breakfast to help everyone ease into their day. Plan your day the night before. Take a few minutes each evening to plan the following day. Outline key tasks, set priorities, and prepare materials to reduce morning stress. Use your daily top 3. Identify the 3 most important tasks that you need to accomplish each day. Focus on completing these first to ensure the most critical items are handled. Incorporate time blocks. Divide your day into time blocks dedicated to specific activities. This helps maintain focus and ensures that all important tasks get time in your schedule. Limit distractions. Create a distraction-free environment during your time blocks. Turn off notification, set up boundaries with family members, and create a homeschool space that minimizes interruptions. Batch similar tasks. Group similar tasks together and tackle them in one go. This reduces the time spent switching between different types of activities and increases efficiency. Take regular breaks. Incorporate short breaks between time blocks to recharge. A quick walk, stretching, or a few minutes of quiet can refresh your mind and improve your productivity. Be flexible and adapt. While having a routine is important, be prepared to adapt if things don't go as planned. Flexibility allows us to handle unexpected changes without stress. Involve your children. Engage your children in age appropriate tasks, whether it's helping with chores or being part of planning the homeschool day. This lightens your load and teaches them responsibilities. Review and reflect. At the end of each day, review what worked and what didn't. Reflect on how you spent your time and make adjustments as needed to improve your routine the next day. These tips can help you create a more organized and manageable daily routine, reducing stress and making homeschooling more enjoyable for you and your family. In conclusion, effective time management is the key to creating a balanced and fulfilling homeschool experience. By implementing practical strategies like starting with a morning routine, using time blocks, prioritizing your tasks, you can take control of your day and reduce the overwhelm that often accompanies the homeschool journey. Remember to approach your routine with flexibility and give yourself grace when things don't go as planned. With consistent effort and thoughtful planning, you can easily build a daily routine that supports both you and your family's educational goals and your own well-being, making homeschooling a much more rewarding and sustainable endeavor.